America today. Welcome to a series I'm going to do on Onecraknews called America Today. And what we will do is talk about things that the news do not talk about ever here in America that affects all of you, including myself. You like it? I hope you do. So this is the very first episode. This is the impetus, the genesis. Now, series premiere. Yeah, you can call that series premiere. And the super chat button is working here. So you can use that if you want. Either one. Now, on episode 1 of this series, we're going to talk about things that they're not telling you about once again. As I seem to unfortunately be proven right. And sometimes it doesn't help to be right. Yep. Doesn't help to be right all the time. Sometimes being right is cool and it's fun because you were right about something. Other times, it is not. Clearly, you guys all over here in the super chat, I mean, not the super chat, but in the live stream. In case you guys didn't know, you're watching this video later, it's a live stream. That's why I keep looking over here because I'm looking at the comments over there. It's funny. One of my friends saw my videos. He don't know anything about YouTube. I guess somebody told him, like, yeah, you be on YouTube. You know how family talk. Next thing you know, he gets a wind of it. He goes on there. Yeah, man, I was watching your YouTube show, and why you be like pausing and looking over to in space? Who over there on the side of you? Is that like your cameraman or something? I'm like, it was a live stream probably you were watching. You couldn't see the words. You got to hit a button, and then the words would appear on the side. You bring the screen down. Never mind. So, yeah, it's amazing in this day and age. It's a lot of people still like tech illiterate when it comes to stuff like YouTube. You would think they just use it for rap videos or watch some World Star or something. That's it. That's all they use YouTube for. So they ain't know, man. I didn't even know you was on YouTube. I'm like, there's like 100 million people on YouTube. What do you mean? You act like I like beat out 1,000 people to get on YouTube. Anyways, no, somebody just sent me something. So I'm sorry, fellas. Hold on, I'm coming. Don't worry about it. But yeah, now that we're here on episode 1, let's get to it. This is something they're not telling you about. All you guys who work at your jobs, you're getting pushed out of your jobs early. That's right. You got health benefits at your job. This is not what they're going to tell you. I told you this was going to come and this was going to happen. I told you. They're pushing you out of your job and your benefits because they don't have the money. You see, that's why the temp agencies that most of you guys have not been hired. Most people are temps. Some of you probably over here right now as a temp worker, you have been working at your job for like years and you still a temp. Like, hey, wait a minute. Are they gonna hire me so I can get some benefits? Because if you get hurt on the job and you've been a temp for years, guess what? Guess what? You got no benefits. You just out and they're gonna replace you with another temp. And the company, you can never sue the company for nothing. The company you work for, you're not an employee there. And you can't sue them for nothing. You have no benefits unless you get them through the temp agency. And they ain't selling. And whatever price that they're paying you at the temp agency, the rest of your salary is paid to the temp agency. They're paid off your back. Say you're supposed to get $15 an hour. Everybody that works there who an employee, they get $15. You getting 12 because you're a temp. Where's the other $3 going? The company is paying $15. They're paying the 15. So that company gets $3 an hour for your work. Some is even more. So don't think the company is just shortchanging you. No, they're not. They're paying you. They're paying for the full rate of what they paid, the going rate for that. You just getting 12 because you got to split with the temp agency. They're getting a cut for getting you on the job. But see, here's the hustle. The company has none of the responsibilities. So that's why they would love for you to work for them. That's like insurance free. Something happened to you, you got to go to your temp agency. Oh, I hurt my leg. Well, better report to the temp agency because you can't get any insurance claims. No, you waive that when you sign your papers with the temp agency, saying that I cannot sue this company. So if somebody smacks you with a forklift, you're going to have to take that up with the temp agency. Now, the government had to get involved and say, hey, guys, we were letting you get temp agencies till you guys got on your feet. Now you got to start hiring these guys back. You got to start hiring people now. That severance package, the companies would rather love to give you a severance package and send you on your way. They don't care about they don't care about all that stuff. They don't care how long you've been there. Look, you build a nest egg early in your career. Many people assume that they got time to catch up on their retirement savings. If they don't manage to save all that well during their 20s, 30s, and 40s, you got to build your next egg in your 20s. It used to be your 40s, you could start building your nest egg. 30s and 40s, you're married, you're building your nest egg for retirement. You see, many workers find out that once the 50s roll around, You no longer have to bear the cost of supporting your kids because they're probably, living at home or getting ready to move out by that time. They grown, so they off your books. So when your 50s hit, you start thinking retirement and all that stuff. See, the problem with that plan is, however, is that you never know whatever your career will get cut short during your 50s. And if that happens, you might find yourself in a financial trouble spot. You see, if you start saving for retirement like in your 20s and ramp up your savings rate and your salary increase from year to year, which hopefully it will, you got a respectable amount of money to invest. And that way you can wisely grow in nest egg. But us as black people and other people in general, even white folks, look, they ain't getting, they down there with us like, hey man, you got $5? It's rough for them too. And you look over at them like, if you struggling, I know they ain't gonna give me nothing. 401k, that stuff, man, listen. The way the thing is going now, 401k, what that does now is take your money, pool it together with everybody else's, put it in a mutual fund, and they invest it. It depends on your company, it depends on the stock market, it depends on how you invested it, how you split your pie up, and what did you put it in. See, when 9/11 happened, sorry about that. When 9/11 hit, I made a killing in 401k because I invested all of my 401k in 2001. I put like 75% in global international stocks. I knew because whenever there's a tragedy of that magnitude, I know the market is going to swiftly jump back up. I went into global market right away. They were like, the country's going to war. Global market, boom, 75%. So I made a killing off my 401k. My 401k jumped so much because I had so much vested in that particular stock. Because the numbers started to switch because over here the market was down for a day in the United States. So I was in global and international stocks because I knew when there's tragedy, there's opportunity. When there's opportunity, people will pounce. The right people. I'm going to make sure I'm there to make the bus. And because of the strength of the UK, I was able to make a killer. Now, how many of you can afford to save $500 a month? That's hard to do. Especially if you got your own place or you living with your parents even. That's hard to do. To save $500 a month? You know how difficult that is? That's damn near impossible. T-Go don't know how to listen. Y'all want to explain to him what I said? He said, so I knew 9/11 was going to happen. Maybe you guys can explain it to T-Go. He's a little slow. That's what this video is, a solution. See, contributing $500 a month to a retirement plan over a 30-year period, for example, will leave you with $567,000 of your own money in your investments generated at an annual rate of about a 7% return during that time. That's about 7%. That means if you start saving at age 25 and you find yourself out of a job at 55, you will have a great cushion to fall back on, even if they force you out and taking a lower paying job for the rest of your career, because that's what they're doing. They're like, well, look, we're going to put you at this job if you want to stay here. Because most people, they're so used to being at their job doing what they do, they don't want to leave. They're forcing people to take retirements at like 50, 55, 56, because they know once you do 60, once you hit the 60s, and you getting the full rate. They don't want you to get that full rate retirement. See, document discriminatory behavior. That's what it's called. Most company employees on a at-will basis. Remember this. If you got to rewind it back and play it again, it's called document discriminatory behavior. Which means, like, if your employer lets you go for a reason that's not based on factors like such as like your race, your age, your gender, and stuff like that. Mostly it's your age. But if your company tries to like, oust you out the company because you're getting too old or something for the job, your age and all that stuff, and try to get someone younger in there, documenting everything instantly, it will, in which you were treated poorly and unfairly, that could help you make the case for a lawsuit in the event you are terminated because of your age. Okay? This is called document discriminatory behavior. That's what you want to do. If you feel you're being forced out at your job, make sure, see, blacks, we just react. We get on our job. Man, that's some bullshit. Man, I've been here 15 years. Man, they let Tony stay. See, that's what I'm saying, man. They be looking out for the Mexicans, man. They be trying to get rid of all the brothers, man. Where's John at? When John get in here, man, watch. We gonna talk. They gonna talk about some, man. What's this paper? Man, what's this paper, John? Y'all trying to get rid of me? Y'all gonna find me? Watch. All right. I'm going to human resources. Watch me. Yeah, okay. All right. I'm taking you in the office. I'm filing a complaint. Yeah, y'all, man, everybody be late. Y'all don't say nothing when old girl be late. You be letting her come back from lunch late. See? YouTube is a job. You can treat anything like a job. What do you mean? YouTube is a job. Anything that pays you is a job. So Jay-Z has a job. Everybody has a job. No, I have something that I use and get responsibility. But I don't put all my eggs in one basket. I don't put all my eggs in YouTube. You think I do that? If I did that and put all my eggs over here, I can say goodbye to all this. I can say goodbye to my house. I can say goodbye to my car. I can say goodbye to all of it. So what you want to do is document discriminatory behavior. When you feel like you being discriminated against, write that down, date it, put the reason, keep it in a book. Because you have a chance for a multi-million-dollar lawsuit, depending on where you work. Yeah, but multi-million sounds better than the settlement of a couple of thousand you're going to get, 100,000. You see, the reason why people don't sue is because they don't know, they've never learned how. But you see, we've never been taught the business side of things, that you have rights too. And this is America today. This is the first episode of it. See, now when you go into, to a lawsuit, depending on your job, if you know something about the company, especially like things that they're doing illegally, you have leverage. See, in an event that you were terminated because of your age, mostly race or gender, or your sexual orientation, these are things right here. If you're terminated for these reasons, ooh, buddy, it's gonna take a lot for them to beat you. What are some of the examples, you might say? Let's say your manager keep making reference to you having gray hair or calling you grandpa all the time. You think that's like, oh, he's just razzing me at the job. But if they end up firing you because of your age, these are some of the things you could document and use in a courtroom. Like, this guy always keeps talking about me having gray hair. Hey, old man. Hey, grandpa. He's basically making me old every day and shaming me for my age, making me feel insecure at the job. Oh yeah, you they can't even tell you stuff like that if they're your manager. See, when you log in and put all that stuff down, it's a pattern of behavior of being stripped down and being put in a position where they thinking you're old, and they put you in another position you don't want to be at, and they start paying you less money, you can sue. And this goes for the person who keeps talking about me and my YouTube and all that stuff. Start a side business. In this today's America today, you already know you need to hustle. And I don't mean selling drugs. That means a side business. Exactly what it is. That protects yourself against age and everything else. Having another extra income that you can just put some extra money into savings or retirement. Most people get an extra job. Like my buddy drives Lyft and use that money for his kid. He got a kid right now, and she's going through all of these different activities, girls basketball. She was on the volleyball team. So that money comes in handy to help out there for so he don't tap into his personal finances, because you don't want to take money that for the house and things like that out of the right. You don't want to do all these different things. You don't want to take money out your personal accounts. Right. Because I mean, most people want to be retired by the time they 50s. My mom hanging on in there because she's making so much money, it don't even make sense. She knows when she retires, she gonna get a full rate, but she just got promoted again. And I'm like, Ma, you just ride it out. But she's tired of it. Sometimes you just get tired. My mom got over 40 years of government activity. So she's got full medical, full everything. She's full rate. My dad retired in his 40s. He's just working something to keep him busy. He worked 2 days a week. He good. He probably got millions saved. This is Mr. Save Everything. He ain't gonna spend nothing unless it comes out of a bonus somebody done paid him for savings. He ain't spending a dime, believe that. See, once you learn how to maximize your Social Security benefits, you could retire comfortably. See, if you're like most Americans, a few years behind on your let's say your retirement savings because you had some emergencies, car breakdown, things like that. You know, Social Security secrets that could help like ensure a boost in your retirement income. And one thing that they do, it'll pay you about $16,728 bonus. Easier said than done. Well, of course, everything's easier said than done. But if you want to learn, here, I'll give you a link. Maybe not. I'll give y'all a link one day so you guys can learn. Yeah, they want you out because everybody feel like Social Security alone won't take care of their needs. So they know they need to work longer because everything, the cost of living is going up and people pay rate is coming slower and slower. So they know when you retire, you only going to get so much of that money that you're getting. You like, man, I can't afford to lose money every month. I'm gonna have to work. Some places you could retire, depending on what kind of job you have. You could retire, get your retirement money, and still get a little side job just to keep you active. So therefore, you got extra money coming in. You're not losing anything. You feel me? Well, that's it for now. Next time we'll do episode two. And episode two, we'll get to it and talk to you guys about some other things that's going on in America today. But right now, this was part one. Hopefully, you enjoyed it. Hopefully, it was informative. And that's what we want to do.